The Owen Miller hype train is gaining steam, and it's time to hop aboard before it leaves the station.
Hop on!
In an under-the-radar offseason trade, Miller found his way back to his hometown team and is now making waves with an incredibly hot performance in the month of May. But this isn't the first time that Miller has shown flashes in his potential, being a former top prospect and showing flashes in Cleveland. As Owen has forced his way into the lineup with his hot bat, let's take a look at what makes him so exciting at the plate. It's probably not what you're expecting either. A revamped swing and a change in his hitting approach, has Owen looking like a different player at the plate than he has in seasons past. In this video, we'll look at how this homegrown talent made his way to Milwaukee, the adjustments that he's made to be an effective hitter, and some potential concerns with his sustainability moving forward. Either way, one thing is for certain, so far Miller is delivering enormous returns on the trade that brought him to Milwaukee. So how has the homegrown kid been able to do it so far? Welcome back to another Brew City Baseball production. If you're new here, take a second to subscribe for a new video every week. If you've been here before and you're already subscribed, you're the best. I appreciate you. Owen Miller began his baseball journey at Ozaki High School in Fredonia, Wisconsin, where he showcased his athletic talents as the quarterback for the football team, the point guard for the basketball team, as well as their shortstop. After going undrafted in the 2015 MLB draft, Miller enrolled at Illinois State University, where he continued to showcase his athletic skills. Miller was ultimately selected in the third round by the San Diego Padres in the 2018 MLB draft, where he would put up solid minor league numbers for the season, slashing .336, .386, .460 with 4 home runs and 33 RBIs in his first minor league season. Then, in 130 games in 2019, Miller put up a .290, .355, .430 slash line, along with an increased 13 home runs and 68 RBIs the following year. Come August 31st, 2020, Miller would be sent to Cleveland in a trade package that included himself, along with Austin Hedges, Cal Quantrill, Josh Naylor, Gabriel Arias, and Joey Cantillo heading to Cleveland in exchange for Mike Clevenger, Greg Allen, and Matt Waldron. Yet another hurdle to making his major league debut, Miller didn't have an opportunity to play any minor league games in 2020 as the minor league season was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, that sucked.
But come May 23rd, 2021, and Miller would finally make his much anticipated major league debut after an impressive start to his minor league season. So far in 16 games that year, he was batting .406 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs with the Columbus Clippers. However, his MLB debut wasn't so pretty. He went 0 for 5 against the Minnesota Twins, but bounced back quickly and the next day recorded his first MLB hit against the Detroit Tigers. The rough debut could have been a precursor for his 2021 rookie campaign, however. While Miller played in 60 games for Cleveland, his offensive numbers were extremely lackluster, hitting a mere .204 with 4 long balls and a concerning strikeout rate at 26.7% for an OPS plus of 51, showing that there's a lot of room for improvement for the young player. Miller would take a step forward in 2022 though, as he finally got to experience more consistent playing time at the big league level. He appeared in 130 games for the Guardians in 2022, holding down first base in almost half of the team's games. One of the flashes that Miller showed was in April of 2021, where he batted .400 with an OPS over 1,100 for the month, before he ultimately cooled down the rest of the season, only hitting above .260 in one other month that season.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold.
While Miller improved his average to .243 and put up 6 home runs, all that translated into a moderate OPS plus of 89 for the season. Not great, but a significant improvement from the 2021 season. Along with his strong defensive skills, Miller showed speed to burn and had a faster sprint speed than any other major league first baseman, coming in at 29 feet per second, further highlighting his ability to contribute in multiple aspects of the game. The Brewers saw some potential in Miller, and on December 14th, 2022, they acquired him from the Guardians for a player to be named later and an undisclosed amount of cash. An exciting moment for Miller. This was finally a dream come true, as he was going to get to play for the team that he had grown up rooting for. Nothing was guaranteed for Miller in Milwaukee, however. Yet, Miller stood out enough and he started the season on the major league roster. Despite being limited to a utility role early on, injuries to other players and Miller's hot bat have made it difficult to keep him out of the lineup. His month of May has been scorching hot.
What? Damn, he's on fire!
Putting up a .358 batting average, 4 homers, and 8 RBIs for an OPS right around 1,000. He's been an incredible leadoff hitter for the Brewers, batting .433 with an OPS over 1,100 in 8 games on the leadoff spot. If you ask him where all this success is coming from,
if I get a ball over the plate, I'm going to try to hit it hard. So just keep it simple and try to keep it going.
A lot of his success is likely also due to the adjustments he's been able to make at the plate. Despite having over 400 at-bats and hitting only 6 home runs last year, Miller's already got 4 long balls in 2023. The focus of the adjustment that he made, well, that's on his top hand and his ability to stay on the ball. By finishing with his palm facing up towards the sky, Miller has made a small but impactful change. This swing adjustment has resulted in a flatter path to the ball, allowing him to drive it and stay through the baseball longer. As a result, Miller has minimized the holes in his swing and become much more difficult to exploit. He's specifically shown his tenacity at the plate by having a .350 batting average so far with runners in scoring position, as well as a .349 batting average when falling behind to pitchers, showcasing his ability to shorten up and battle with pitchers in important situations. Despite the team's recent offensive struggles, Miller's been the most consistent bat in their lineup. While it was his versatility as an infielder with strong defensive skills that really opened the door for him to get some playing time, since getting consistent at-bats, Miller has shown his ability to make contact and put the ball in play. Although his baseball savant rankings, such as exit velocity, hard hit percent, and barrel rate, are quite underwhelming, he excels at making contact, especially on pitches outside the strike zone. He's leaned into where he's been most successful in the past, and that's pulling the ball, doing so more often in 2023, which could account for the boost in power. His improvement against breaking pitches has also been particularly noteworthy, improving his batting average and slugging percentage against those pitches. Miller's strength is pretty clear through his hitting zones. His short, compact swing lends to an approach where he mashes pitches in the middle and upper part of the strike zone, but struggles on pitches low in the zone and in on his hands. Certainly something that opposing pitchers are likely going to take note of. Miller's approach at the plate has also improved in 2023, as he's shown the ability to fight off fastballs when he's down in the count, and staying right on breaking pitches, Miller has reduced his strikeout rate down to an impressive 15.4% so far this year, focusing on making contact and giving himself a chance at good luck by putting the ball in play. His defensive skills have also been very impressive, showcasing his range and displaying positive outs above average at both second base and third base. Additionally, Miller's speed has been a valuable asset to the team, as he is in the 84th percentile for sprint speed and has contributed 5 stolen bases to the team. However, despite the hot start that he's off to, there's certainly concerns of regression around the corner. Despite his slick defensive skills, Miller's arm strength, particularly at third base, can be quite concerning, as he ranks towards the bottom of the league in arm strength. While he gets rid of the ball quickly, he lacks the velocity of alternative options such as Brian Anderson at third base. Additionally, Miller's expected stats raise a concern as well. He has benefited from a high BABIP this season, or batting average on balls in play, of .356, which is over 50 points higher than the league average. Basically, his current production is exceeding his expected performance based on the batted ball data, leading to the idea that there will likely be a period where Miller's ability to shorten up and put the ball in play doesn't yield the same results that it is right now. Opposing pitchers are also going to catch on to his changed approach at the plate, specifically by tempting him with pitches outside of the zone or challenging him where he struggles the most, pitches down in the strike zone. He creates a significant number of low-value ground balls when he's pitched down in the zone, further encouraging pitchers to take this approach. These weaknesses suggest that Owen could be figured out by opposing pitchers sooner rather than later. But that's what baseball is all about, pitchers and batters making adjustments. Soon, it'll be up to Miller to see how he responds to adjusting pitchers. Considering he was acquired for a pretty minimal offering, the impact that Miller has had since arriving in Milwaukee is certainly more than what was expected. The fact that he's from Fredonia, Wisconsin, that's just icing on the cake, as this speedy defender that puts the ball in play fits right in on the crew. While no one expects Miller to continue this incredible May production over the course of the entire season, his breakout could be real if he can continue these adjustments against Major League pitching. He certainly has his weakness, but the other facets of his game have shown that he can be a productive role player, and even more when he's hot.
He's a savior.
Considering he was brought in as a Jace Peterson type replacement, Milwaukee has to be happy with what they've seen from him in his first 2 months with the crew. If you haven't yet, please take a second to smash that like and subscribe button. It really goes a long way in helping me grow the channel, plus you get a new video every week. I'd also love to hear from you down in the comments below. Do you think Owen Miller's adjustments have made his production sustainable? Are you going to hop on this hype train with me, or would you rather consider alternative methods of transportation?
If I'm on ride home, sir.
Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time, baseball fans.